I could do one more. Just not right now.
You never admit that I'm funny.
But she had a boyfriend, so I was like... Side note, I don't see any grays anymore.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I was gonna say welcome to another Q&A, but I don't think we've ever done a couples Q&A. We did like a love story one time.
It was live a couple times, but...
Yeah, live. Okay. Basically on Instagram, I asked for people to send in like couples questions, so we're gonna answer some questions together. We got the real star of the show here. Okay, so...
Ooh, is that you?
Yeah. I just chopped my hair off, so... I'm scared.
It's good, doesn't it? Wow.
So many questions. A lot of them are going to be geared towards you.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of them are geared towards you. I think so I did this like probably like a month ago or 2 months ago, and basically I said like, what questions do you guys have for him? But we'll also do like a couples Q&A too. So,
okay. Yeah, I know it's my Q&A.
This is his Q&A. Should we give like a little bit of like a backstory a little bit? So, if you guys are new here, my name is kyrahenry.
My name is thehenrys.
We met in okay, so we actually...
We went to high school together.
Yeah.
We went to school together since 5th grade.
Maybe
let's
earlier. Elementary. So we always went to... we always went to school together, and we were friends. Like, we would text and stuff here and there, but we didn't actually start dating until after his first year of high school, and then my senior year of high school, like right before I graduated. What did I say?
High school.
My last year of high school.
You said after his first year of high school.
Oh, after his first year of college, he came back from out of state. And I was just graduating high school, so I was 17, he was 18, and now I'm 24, about to be 25, he's 26. So...
Just turned 26.
Just turned 26, you don't want to seem old or something. So, let's get into some questions.
You call me old on this, like, slickly?
No, I said you were, like, clarifying. Okay. I'm about to be 25. Okay, so,
Side note, I don't see any grays anymore. Seriously, I wonder, like...
She didn't do anything with me. I think maybe just because it's more volume and it's not, like, as, like, slick. Guys, I have a lot of gray hair and I'm only 24, so...
25 and what?
Trying to throw some shade.
2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Guys, why is time flying by so fast? Let's start there. Okay, so I don't even know where to, like, really start. In what moment did you know that I was the one? I feel like I'm interrogating you, like, what your mom did that one time when we first met.
I hate when we do that. As soon as I lay my eyes on you.
So in high school?
No. No, I always thought she was cute, but she had a boyfriend, so I was like, you know, I guess, you know, I won't pay that any mind anymore. And then, I think it was...
Maybe if you would have tried. Yeah, you never tried. He didn't try, so...
How could I try? She was dating somebody else.
No, I mean, just like, as soon as we would have broke up, maybe could have been like, just waited for that day. Okay, so anyway, we basically were friends. We could do a whole love story at a different time, but let's just do these questions because that's a whole different thing. Have you always wanted to have 3 kids?
I didn't have a number in mind, actually. I don't think I ever had, like, an idea how many kids I wanted. I know I wanted a girl in the mix. I always wanted a boy first, and then after that, you know,
yeah, and then
I didn't really know, but I know I wanted a girl for sure because I didn't have a sister or anything growing up, so...
Aww.
But I wanted a boy first, and then I wanted a girl. Somewhere in between there, but it just doesn't work out that I chose every gender at every time. Solely my decision.
He predicted the gender every time.
I didn't predict. I was telling you what it was.
And every time he was right, so now you're done. So now 3 was your magic number, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, and then...
I could do one more. Just not right now.
Restart. That's our things, like just constantly restarting is like, that's where it gets kind of hard because it's like, okay, once they get a little bit older, it gets easier to do things and like travel and, well, we always travel no matter what, but then when you have more, it's like you constantly restart and then you have to wait till they get to that age, so.
She came up with this hair though and I was like, I could do it right now.
Oh my gosh, stop. This is cute. When did you know you were falling in love with her/him? Oh, okay. So I think honestly, when we first started hanging out, not that I like fell in love right away, but I feel like we were getting along really well. And honestly, since the first time that we hung out, I think we like hung out every day since then. Do you remember that? Like we just had like something little to do. It was like every single day.
We first went to fun time, but after that,
it was like every day.
We did not go out the very next day.
It wasn't like a day. Remember when you picked me up? Like every day. I'm not gonna say that, but saying? Like, you would pick me up to, like, every single day since that first time. Like, it always was, like, something little, whether it was, like, getting food or him just picking me up and going for, like, a car ride.
Jesus is hard.
Am I boring you?
Sorry, I woke up kind of early.
So how'd you feel on our first date?
Is that a question?
That's my question, yeah.
How'd I feel on the first date?
Mm-hmm. Like when you picked me up, you know how we always talk about that?
So I knew when I was coming back that summer, I was on the verge of like transferring. I knew I was transferring from where I was at, but I didn't know where I was gonna go. But I knew that I was coming back for you. I was like, hey, I'm coming back. I'm gonna get her. So,
That's what I thought about you coming back. I was telling, I literally have texts and I was telling my good friend, so.
Before I even initiated it?
So, okay, so I don't want to get too much into like our actual love story, but basically we were texting in the wintertime before you came back, remember? And then he always says I didn't text back, but it wasn't intentional. It was.
She did. She left me on open on Snapchat, and I was like, yeah.
I thought it was text. And then we started Snapchatting.
Whatever happened, she just didn't respond until
it was
3
like
days. Till 3 days later, and I'm like, not gonna do me like that. I had to stand on business, and I just didn't respond.
But we were texting for like a good amount of time, but he lived out of state. And when we were texting, I was telling my friend, I'm like, yeah, when he comes back, like, I'm gonna be serious with him because I knew that we were gonna date. And so she would always say my husband in Atlanta, because like that's how she knew you. She didn't know you in high school. And then when he was coming back, that he was gonna be mine, and it worked.
My plan worked.
Oh yeah, he did Snapchat me right when he got back. He was like, oh yeah, just so you know, I'm home from school. Was it that same day or the next day? When did he realize he loved you? This is a different one. So someone said, when did you know you were falling in love with him?
That's the same question. That's the same question.
So you don't have a realization moment?
You didn't say a realization moment? You're trying to put it on me. Like I said, I think it's just a built-up thing that happens over time. Like,
so when was that built-up moment?
Second date.
Someone said, are you pregnant?
Not yet. Loading.
Loading? Goodbye. I am not pregnant, but I have been feeling really bloated lately, but I'm not pregnant, but I'm like, if I look like I am, it's just because I'm supposed to be lactose intolerant.
If at first you failed, try again.
Who do you think Lena looks like?
Me.
Okay, let's go through all of our...
She looks like me with your color and your hair texture and your ears. But the whole face...
He tries to come for me because my ears are big.
The whole face is me.
Okay, so let's go through all the kids. Kyren, I think Kyren looks like me. Okay, Kyren looks like me. I used to think London had his face mostly, and I still think she has like your eyes, your eyebrows, and like, yeah, I think your eyes and eyebrows. And she acts like him for sure. But then when I look at my baby stuff, she looks identical to me. The little like things that she does, like her nose scrunch and like the way she acted, like I acted like that when I was little, but then you also act like that now.
She has bits and pieces of like things, but like her temperament is definitely me. I feel like, yeah, like I feel like overall, she looks like me. If she was like my color, then it'll be more clear. Kyren, I feel like, doesn't even look like you, but if we had to favor anyone, it would favor you. But I feel like he's like his own.
Yeah.
His own looks.
Okay, I can give you that. Weston.
Alright, I'm be honest. He does look like your dad.
Yeah, I can definitely see my dad in him for sure. And I feel like the way that he acts too, like, but people also say they see your dad a lot in him too.
Why is she so funny? Well, you know, I was just born this way. That's just kind of the way it is.
What's your favorite thing about me?
That was not a question.
I'm about to lead into mine.
What? All these questions have been directed at me. I ain't seen you answer one question.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've answered a lot. Okay.
No, you
So, my favorite thing about him, one of my favorite things about him, you are really funny. I'll give you that.
I mean, we all know
He
that.
cracks me up like all day. Like, he is hilarious. Everything that he does is funny. I can't even capture all the things that he does. He's so random, but people think he's quiet.
You never said that before.
I always say that.
She knew I was funny, but she never, like, admitted it. Thank you. Love you.
You never admit that I'm funny. People in my comments are like, oh, you're hilarious, like, you're the funniest. And you never admit it. What's your favorite thing about me?
Everything. What's not to love about you?
Oh gosh,
Everybody
please.
loves you.
No, I don't.
Favorite thing about Kyra? So when I first had my eye on her, everyone knew she was beautiful, of course, like homecoming queen, like everybody knew she was beautiful.
Gosh.
But I think it's her personality that is that step above. So when I first was going after you, she was in like a nursing program. She was like a phlebotomist. She was doing a lot of stuff just like what people her age wasn't even thinking about that at that point in time. So that's kind of was one of the main things that kind of like drew me to her. She just was like so ambitious. Like I need that.
Yeah. Oh please, don't even.
You
love me? I was still laughing from that, and that was so sweet.
Laughing from what?
You said I'm not funny. Because you always say I'm not funny. Okay, why don't y'all get a dog?
That's the question for you.
Okay, let's talk about this. He likes to say that I don't like animals. When I was younger,
she doesn't like animals. Let's be honest. Don't cut this. This is a raw and uncut. She does not like animals.
Yes, I do.
She'll like be around them.
Dude, why?
She's not like, listen. You know, there's people who like animals, and there's people who tolerate animals.
I'm not.
She's
like
on the
that.
toleration side, and I like animals. If there's a dog in the room, I'm going to the dog. I'm like excited to see the dog. She's like, oh, you got a dog?
And I pet the dog and stuff.
You like this? Okay.
That is
you
not.
kind of put head and touch on right after you touch the dog.
That is the biggest lie ever. Okay, when I was younger, first of all, my grandma, when I was younger, she was like a dog breeder. So when we go to her house, she had like 25 dogs at all times, like puppies, older dogs, everything. So we'd always come home and bring dogs home. Of course, my mom would say no. Then when I was 4, I adopted a cat, and it was my cat. Like my mom took me to pick out the cat because I love cats. I begged my mom for so long to get a dog. We got our first dog. We had a black lab or a chocolate lab?
Chocolate lab.
A chocolate lab. So we had that dog, and then I also begged her for a really long time to be like a dog breeder. I wanted to like take dogs on walks, and I like printed out flyers and like wanted to pass them out to people in the neighborhood to walk dogs, to watch dogs.
Hey. I got the tiny violin right here. That doesn't change the fact that you don't like dogs.
And then I picked out our dog when I was in high school too, when I first started high school. And the reason why he says the reason he says that I don't like dogs is because since we had kids,
your love for dogs disappeared. I mean,
it
that's
didn't
the facts.
disappear, but I have bigger responsibilities. You know, like it's literally like another kid, so we'd have 4 kids. So I don't not like animals. I just know that we have a lot of responsibilities, and I don't know, I think you underestimate it. It's gonna be a lot of work.
I don't underestimate it at all. Look, man, facts are the facts. She just doesn't like dogs. I'm not saying she's a dog hater, but like I said, she just tolerates them.
No, I don't. Okay,
she'll tolerate dogs.
Watch when he gets a dog.
Yeah. What about it? What is that? What are we watching?
How the dog doesn't like me more than you.
That's completely 100% false. But all I know is Weston for sure is gonna be like right under the dog all the time. He loves animals.
Weston loves animals. That surprised me. Okay, for him, do you plan to get a built-in aquarium in your new home?
Yes.
What was the hesitation?
I don't know. My love for the fish kind of just isn't the same. No, I will get an aquarium. I just feel like
we already have a built-in one planned, so.
Yeah, so it's gonna be one for sure.
I think that you're just saying you're not gonna have like as many tanks, right?
Yeah, there's been some changes within the fish room where I'm kind of my thoughts. What I was gonna have is a little different, but it's definitely gonna be an aquarium for sure.
And what he claims is that he really only started to like fish as much because I didn't let him get a dog.
That's facts.
So he said that's why and really.
See, I'm an animal lover of all kinds. She doesn't even like dogs.
Hamsters? Let's talk about hamsters. I bred hamsters. Did you have 23? Or how many was it, 15?
I had fish. I bred fish in kindergarten. And then I had
that wasn't intentional.
A hamster named Junior.
It's an animal competition. Animal.
We can go all day, tit for tat.
Well, and I'd win.
I was trying to be a vet. That's how much I like animals.
Oh my gosh.
You're like, congratulations.
Does he want London to have a sister? He wants another boy.
Do I want London to have another sister? I definitely would want another girl. But a part of me wants another boy. I
would love for London to have a sister. I feel like having a sister is so like as a girl, it's so like, what's the word for it? Like it's such character development. I feel like there's another word. Oh, I literally can't think like essential basically. I feel like character development is like, there's another word for it. I don't know. I'll have to come back to that. But I feel like it's so essential because it's just like that, I don't know, just like that type of like energy, kind of like learning how girls interact with each other, and I don't know, like that sisterhood. I feel like
We're waiting on it. Let's go.
All right,
I'm ready.
Okay, so he doesn't care, but I think that would be really
You look
cool.
good in black. You don't wear black often.
Yes, I do.
You don't. You look like Catwoman or something.
Thanks. Did you always imagine you'd have kids so young?
Not at all.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Like, I've always liked kids. Every time I had little cousins and stuff, like, I was always their favorite, like, cousin. So, like...
He's always been really, like, hands-on with kids.
I feel like I'm just hands-on with, like, everything I do, for the most part.
Yeah.
But I feel like, yeah, I've been hands-on with kids, and I just definitely didn't think it was going to be this soon.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that this morning, actually. I'm, like, 26. My oldest is 5.
That is crazy. Even crazier
That's
that
really
I'm
crazy.
24. My oldest is 5. But we both didn't plan on having kids. Like, I feel like you were always super hands-on with kids, and I used to, like, babysit and nanny and stuff like that. But I still feel like I kind of was, like, shy with kids. Like, I was nervous about having kids so young. And we literally had, like, talked about, like, we were saying after we graduated from college, we both wanted to move to Texas. And we were like, yeah, we'll probably, like, have separate apartments until, like, we get married. And then, like, we'll have kids. And we kind of, like, had a little bit of a plan. And we just thought we were going to be older.
Did you want to come to Dallas? I wanted to come to Dallas since I was like a kid, and I have no idea why. I do know why, but I don't.
Well, your godmom, like, she took you here and stuff. Like, that was when
even
you
before
had that
she
experience.
came here. My first football team was the Cowboys, so that was kind of probably where it started. But never even been to Dallas before. I just know to come here.
Yeah, and then I wanted to go to Baylor Medical School. Remember?
That's really cool.
To me, at the time, I was just like, I was like, Texas. I mean, it's still Texas. So yeah, I always thought I was gonna go to medical school, but I will say, like, I really believe in, like, the butterfly effect, and, like, one little thing could change, like, your life drastically. I couldn't imagine if we didn't have kids at the age that we did, what our life would be like now. You know what I mean? Like, I probably wouldn't have started social media as young as I did, because I feel like before I had kids, I was really worried about, like, what the people that I knew, like, around me would think and stuff like that. But then I feel like once I found out I was pregnant, I kind of was like, well, I'm pregnant and I need to really, like, lock in on the things that I want to do, and, like, start my businesses way younger than I would have. So we had 2 kids, but, well, I was pregnant with our second kid when he graduated from college, so we already had 2 kids by the time I graduated from college. It's just crazy. And we already lived out of state at that time too. So do we argue, and if so, how do we solve it?
Who doesn't argue?
I feel like we get through it. I think we need space sometimes.
I just want to know this. Why is all the questions asked to me? Let me ask you some of the questions.
No.
Am I getting interviewed, or are you getting interviewed?
What is the best, I don't want to say worst, best and, like, hardest thing about being married young? Well, okay, let's not even say young. Best and, I don't know, hardest, or?
Alright, start with you.
Okay. Best thing about being married, a lot. I think, honestly, like, just...
We'll start with the best or start with the worst? We can start with a bad note, worst thing.
I don't really have, like, a worst thing.
Share the bathroom. I hate to say it, guys.
Don't even get me started.
We look at our bathroom. Her sink has her stuff on it. My stuff has her stuff on it.
Okay, here's my
chargers.
Here's the worst part about being married.
She takes my chargers and she loses them, and then I gotta find them.
The worst part about being married is having to be the personal finder for everything. He'll open a cabinet. Where's the salt? Where's the salt?
We're gonna talk about personal finder.
I walk over.
Where's your laptop box? Oh, where's the one I went to Target and spent $90 on for the other one? Where's your iPhone card charger? Where's your camera batteries? Where's your camera battery charger? Where's your keys at? Where's your debit card? Don't you have my debit card? Yeah, you talking some finder. No, I'm the keeper and she's the loser.
He keeps everything, but I don't know why it comes to the kitchen. He cannot find things. Like, he'll open the fridge. Where's the A1 sauce? I come out there and I'm like, it's right there. But you are good at keeping everything else. Yeah. The best part about being married for you, having super fun decoration year round for holidays.
Well, if I knew as soon as the season get over, let's go.
Okay, best part of being married, seriously. The best part about being married, I would say just having someone who's always in your corner and, you know, always has your back. Knowing that I can always come back home to you and stuff and tell you about everything.
That's sweet.
What's yours?
like a best friend that never leaves.
Oh. Now let's see what else. I think we're coming to a close. What is your go-to date? I feel like your kind of like your favorite type of date. I feel like mine is like dinner, drinks. He likes activity.
Yeah, I feel like that's so cliche.
I feel like I'm like a foodie though, so I think I try new things.
You ain't no foodie.
I'm really not.
You're really not at all.
I just like, okay, I like trying different restaurants. I'm not saying I have to get different things, but I think, what is it, like a restaurant-y?
My favorite date is vacation.
Oh, okay, that's like travel. That's like different.
That's a date. That's an extended date.
He likes activity, like running around and doing stuff like that.
Running around?
No, he has a lot of energy all the time. People think he's so calm. Do you sleep with socks? Criminal. That's one thing that we definitely agree on. What's your favorite vacation spot? Oh, we always go back to Cabo, so that's like our favorite vacation place. But this year we definitely want to travel more, but we know the kids are still young, so we'll see what the year holds. What is your dream vacation? I know yours. What it used to be.
I don't have a dream vacation anymore, but
His used to be Thailand.
I do want to go to Africa.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that is a vacation, but I think it's more like a
experience.
where it all began.
There's a lot of places I want to go.
Dubai would be cool. Thailand was always high on my list.
Yeah.
True.
I really want to go to Bali, but we went to Bali. Our trip to Bali was crazy.
Yeah.
It was very short-lived, and I was pregnant. It was a lot, but I'm so glad that we got to experience it when we did, but there's a lot of places that I want to go. So someone asked, how do I handle basically you when you're stressed out or something? But I feel like you do a good job of like not really showing it, but I try to do, whatever. Like, I feel like I do more things that are like little like acts of service or like cooking or like, doing things like that. What do you think you do for me?
Try to understand like what's causing you stress, and then based on that, do what I can to like help that.
He likes to get to the root of it, and I feel like I've seen on TikToks and they're like, when I'm crying, my husband tries to like actually solve my problem. Like, no, I just want to cry. That's me. I'm like, I don't actually want a solution sometimes. In the first moment, I just want to like complain or cry. But then I let him help if he helps a lot. I guess we can close off with,
what are you going to do to convince Kyra that you need a dog? I kind of came to the point where there's no more convincing. I'm just going to show up one day with a dog. So anyone that's wondering when, what kind of dog, how soon, how late, time will tell. She's not going to know. I'm just going to pull up.
okay, so I said that he's super funny, but I feel like everything, but another thing that I love about you is how caring you are. Like how he said he really takes care of like his fish, and how he really wants a dog. He does the same thing with us and the kids. He's like, he always does stuff on set, always will just up and take them places. Like I'll go somewhere for like 10 minutes, I'll come back, they're all gone, going to like get shoes or something. I'm like, I literally went down the street. But he's so caring and loving. He takes care of everybody. Even for my mom, when she came to town and you got her like new shoes and stuff. We came back and he was like gone getting her shoes at the store with Weston.
Alright, that's enough time for another baby.
That's all for now. He is so funny. He makes way better videos than I do and has a lot more equipment, and he is so funny and entertaining. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if you guys have more questions for us. So we'll have to do this again soon and not wait so long in between every video. I've been consistent, guys, every Monday.